It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He comes in fourth in the league in passing this year. It's the Lions and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Primetime.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06, welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And that is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff, fighting to stay upright. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. You talk about this Chiefs defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 13 carries, 88 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And that is incomplete here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. George Karlaftis collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
At the 37-yard line.
Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touching time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Mahomes now to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This now a 3rd and 4. The tight end in motion right. Mahomes to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And again, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Back to throw, Goff. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And shedding a man at the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. He shakes him off. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 119 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Williams, a man in motion right. Goff now to throw.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
To throw is Goff.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
False start, offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Gibbs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. And a first down for the Chiefs.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Buying time to his left. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That is caught.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A give right side for Pacheco.
A nice little juke. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Goff now looks to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing again is Goff.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields strong in the win as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. C.J. Stroud sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun, here's Goff.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw, Goff.
Throws left side, Atwell's got it.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Goff throwing again. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's Goff.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
And here on 3rd down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Goff. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
In motion goes the tight end. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So out now come the Lions.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
A strong running. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 44-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
A give, right side for Gibbs.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Goff.
He'll find a man over the middle, 2-2 Atwell.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That pass caught, it's Williams.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing. because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives him a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
On the return is Williams. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 13-yard line.
Goff.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
makes the score.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
Goff now looking to throw. Keeps himself upright. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for the Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10.
Goff now to throw.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
From the 21, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
To throw is Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing again is Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
That's complete to Laporta.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
Here's Goff.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
2 yards to go, second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll run again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And the first down, the Chiefs.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Kansas City, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.